Hello. We're going to an optional trial for Heavensward, Containment Bay S1T7. Most people don't remember like the full name of this one, so usually they just call it by the boss name.
Disabling Sephiroth's restraints now. Good luck.
Sephiroth. So usually people will say something like Containment Bay Sephiroth or just the Sephiroth fight. I don't think anybody says Containment Bay Sephiroth, but the other two boss fights, trial fights, are also Containment Bay something something. So, alright. Alright, well, starting off in the chat, the other person did ask if I wanted to be main tank or off tank, and I was fine with whatever, and so they ended up being the main tank, which is fine. As off tank, I typically stand on the sidelines to avoid any potential tank cleaves. That's just unnecessary damage on me. And I wouldn't want the healers to have to like take care of that, and so I just stay off to the side as off tank. Main tank, make sure you're pointing things away. See, there we go. We got the tank cleave up there. Everyone else can hang out in the back. That's the raid white. The Tiferet. Okay, we all took some damage there. We got a stack marker. This orange thing with arrows pointing together means everybody runs together, okay? And we take the damage together. Traditionally, usually, people will run towards the back of the boss area to stack up there, because typically that's where the melee players are anyway, and so the ranged people can just run closer. Over here, we had somebody who didn't do that, and so they were running around a bit. Okay, so we got the stack marker here, and people were trying to run towards them, but they ended up running kind of away. See, they're like going away, and we're like chasing them. And so one that takes all of us away from the boss, and then also there's a potential that this person who has a stack marker can take too much damage by themselves because they don't have other people with them. It turns out okay, but yeah, I think only a few of us were able to be in there. Let's take a look here. They're running a bit. I tried to chase them quickly. Let's see. Yeah, it was just like 3 of us that ended up getting hit with that, and that was fine. That was like enough. But if only that one person got hit, they probably would have died. So yeah, as opposed to over here where if we share all the damage, see, it just does like a little bit of damage to everybody, but in the other one, people were taking like almost half their damage out, okay? So that's why you gotta stack together for that. Okay, and then we get like a small raid fight here. Okay, he's like pulling his arm back right now, and so I went to hang out in the back just in case it was like some like big move, and it turns out it is a big move. It's the tank buster, right? That one doesn't have a cast on it. It's you have to look at the actual boss to figure out what he's gonna do. Okay, we got the tank cleave like that. Okay, so this one he did this little like wah like move, and then we all got, well, not everybody, but like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 people have these green markers. I'm gonna spread them out. Oh yeah, there's 6. We spread them out so we don't take multiple hits. Okay, that's interesting that it's 6. in this version, I ended up not having the thing. So usually when people get markers on them, like circle AoE markers, they'll spread out to the sides, go out to the sides. And I started running towards the side, but I realized I didn't have one, and so I just stayed in the middle. That way, when people are running outwards, they can just run freely and just spread away from each other. And then me, I just stay here and just keep doing my thing, not bothering anybody. Okay. Alright. So here, main tank is up here, but now the boss has turned and pointed at a random person. M.E. Who's this? This is what is that, a samurai? Yeah. So points at a random person, and this is the move that he'll do a whole half cleave in front of him, wherever he's pointing. So you want to stand behind him. There we go. See this whole like half thing. If you don't stand behind him, you'll get hit and you'll get a bone stack. Okay. Go over here, you see it too. There. These people got hit with it. And I think, oh yeah, they also get knocked back. They didn't fall off the stage, but they did get knocked back pretty far. You can see like this little kind of wall thing here. Later in the fight, you will be able to fall off the stage, so you need to be careful with any like knockback type of moves. Okay, ad phase. As off tank, I put my tank stance on and I help gather the ads around and bring them to the center, so people can use their AoE moves on them. AoE is area of effect, so the one that does apply multiple damage, or sorry, damage to multiple enemies, as opposed to your single target one, where it only does damage to a single enemy. Just in case you didn't know. Okay, after that, you see there was like 2 waves. Yeah, right? Did I skip that? Did we skip it? This is the first wave of ads here, and then there's another set, and so I go back out and I go gather all of them and bring them back to the center. Like technically they will eventually just run to the center since that's where everyone is, but I make a point to go out and grab them just to be sure once they're going to the center they don't hit anybody else. Okay, but during this time, you see all this green stuff? Like the boss is getting boosted and stuff. If you take too long to destroy the ads, then the boss's raid wide will do a lot more damage. Kind of like the other fights we've seen. And so here, we'll just hang out. He falls off the stage very dramatically. Whoa. And now he's like huge. Okay. And then he's boosting up, and then we all get hit with a raid wide here. This explosion. This thing, okay. If we didn't take care of the ads fast enough, then yeah, this could have done way more damage. See, this is 2,000. Okay, before we start this, let's just see over here. I'll just skip the ad view since we already saw it basically twice. Okay, here he did 5,000 instead, 5,500. So we did take more damage, and it's likely because in this group we did not destroy the ads as fast. Limit break over here. What is it at? 23 out of 100. Over here we're at 16 out of 100. So as okay, while we're fighting the boss, we don't have anything here in our duty list, right? You might have a bunch of stuff if you're like doing journals and things like that and you haven't finished your quest, but for the guides I usually clear everything out so that you can see it better. But once we start the ad phase, we get this like limit break thingy over here, and it like charges up. Sometimes in other fights you'll get some other different bar, and then it will have like the boss's name or whatever other thing, and then it will like boost up over here. But then you get other fights like this one where it's in your duty list, whatever thing. So it goes in different places. But because we took care of the boss pretty fast, so we got 16 here, the other one was 23. I'm not sure what the math is exactly, but we definitely took less damage in this raid wide. Also because we had a lot of shields over here from the shield healers. Okay. What do we have over here? Oh yeah, we didn't have any shields over here. So, yeah. Alright, anyway, moving on, next phase. Here, the boss is just in the front. He's not going to move. The hitbox is going to be like this wide. The stage itself, you can fall off. So you need to be mindful of that. Okay. This blue thing, whenever you see this blue visual, that means something is going to hit it. Either a giant arm or like a meteor or like whatever else, but there's going to be some sort of damage done to this point and you're likely going to get knocked backwards. Okay, and so what you want to do whenever you see this thing is to stand close to it, but position yourself so you don't fall off wherever you get knocked back. So let's see. See, he punches the ground. And I was standing here, so I got knocked back this way. Let's just watch all them. So now we got another blue one, right? And so I'm going to position myself. He's going to punch this area. And then I got knocked back this way, okay. Oh, there's another blue thing here. I'm going to position myself. Okay, we get knocked back there. Okay, so that's fine and fair. Let's see how we do over here. Okay, it's in the middle, so I'm just standing off to the side. Okay, so you don't want to stand in the blue thing, because this is what happens if you do. You just get smashed, okay? Let's see. They were kind of in the front. Yeah, they were just legit standing in it. And I think they must have just gotten clipped, yeah. Once his hand goes down, they just took all the damage. Okay, now this person almost fell off. NN. Let's see. Okay, so if you stand in the blue thing, you're gonna die. If you stand too far away from the blue thing and you get knocked backwards, there's a chance you might fall off. If they had stood even a little bit further than that, they would have fallen off over here. Okay? And then this one. This way. Okay, everyone else is pretty good here. But yeah, so if you stand in it, you immediately die. Okay, here we've got these target marker thingies. Pretty sure these are called earth shakers. You might hear people call them that. It's like in some other fights, that's what it was called. Okay, but 2 people get them. And wherever that one of those is standing, it's gonna do like a cone towards them. And so if it was like this, then it would do cones like this. And so when you have these markers, you want to spread apart from everybody. Or yeah, so here, the 2 of them are over here. So we're gonna get a cone here and a cone here, basically. Okay, it's kind of hard to tell, but this blast is going towards them, and then anybody in the path will get hit with it. Okay, we'll see it again later. Okay, now the boss is just hanging out. When he does that, it might look like he's just straight chilling, but he's actually like inhaling a lot. And then, see, everyone's kind of running forward. He's inhaling and he's going to blow air, and then he's going to knock everybody backwards. And so you need to be careful if you're standing anywhere near the edges so you don't get knocked backwards. Okay, got these earth shakers. This is the other one. Earth shakers. Okay, see, you gotta kind of spread those out, but they didn't. So I ran away from them so I wouldn't get hit from all these. Okay. And then the air blowing part. I want to get kind of close. Okay. Like that. Dude, this other run was kind of chaotic, and so maybe I'll just save it. We'll just watch it happen at the end. I'll just go through this one. This whole one. Okay, so here we got the ad phase. Okay. However, it's very important to take care of this storm of words first. It's like this green wind thingy rather than this darker colored one, because the boss is going to do this thing called revelation. He's going to swipe the whole stage. So you need to kill this green storm thingy because it will create this kind of like wind whatever stuff. Oh, okay. So after the ads, here we have these AoEs we need to run out of, but still stay kind of close to that, because when revelation goes off, you want... Oh, it kind of skipped it. Okay, never mind. For later then. We got these earth thingies. Okay, so those people need to spread out. Okay. Oh, dude, straight up. Dude, oh, no. He's doing it. Okay. Revelation. Or did I mix up the name? He was casting it, but once we took out the, once we took out the storm thingy, he stopped casting it. So, okay, now the wind is doing ascension. Right. Okay, so this is all kind of combining. This is a stack marker, and so we need to stand in it. He's kind of, there's like this movement, this thing's like pounding on the stage, and you're getting knocked back a little bit, but you need to go into this wind thing. Here. Just stay in here. So you get tossed into the air while the boss like swipes his hand across. If you don't end up bouncing up into the air, then you'll die. Okay, and then also this charge up thingy is gonna do an attack on everybody, and so you want to spread out for that. And then this thing, there was a lot that happened, right? Let's go back a little. Wait. Okay, so we're going to the wind thing, and then to avoid getting swiped off the stage. And then this power up thing, not everyone, but like most people will get an attack, like it hits randomly in a random order, and so you want to stay apart from each other. And then we get these colored hand things, and that will just cleave a certain side. For this, really it's just you have to heal through it. But now we have towers that we need to soak, so that it doesn't do more damage to everybody. So people need to stand in those things. Wow, it's really picking up all of a sudden. Okay, and then we got the blue thing. And so you gotta stand near the blue thing, but then we also have these AoEs that drop underneath us, so find a way to stand near the blue thing but not get hit by the AoEs and not get tossed off the stage. Yeah, it's kind of a lot. I think you can, like, for the AoEs here, I mean, definitely don't stand in the blue thing, but I think getting hit with like one of the AoEs might be better than potentially falling off the entire stage. Okay, so like all these people here, they didn't fall off the stage, and they stood like around here. Okay, they stood around here, and they were fine. They're mostly fine. So yeah. Okay. Legit. Let's take a look at this one. Let's go back a bit. You know, I'll just restart from this entire phase because a lot kind of stacks up at the end there. Okay, when we're in this phase, we got the blue thing, so you stand near it, don't stand on it, or else you die. Stand near the blue thing and point yourself in that direction, or position yourself so you, when this thing hits, you get knocked back in a certain direction. If you are standing here, you'll get knocked back there. If you're standing here, you get knocked back there. Okay? And now the next one, same thing. Try to position yourself to get knocked into kind of the center part of the stage. Okay. These target markers, move them away from people, or if those people aren't moving, just move yourself away from those people. Whatever line from the boss to them, it's gonna hit kind of hard. Okay, he's hanging low, gathering air, he's gonna push everybody back. So, come up to the front, there we go, okay, add phase. Oh, this person almost fell off. Take care of the storm first, so that it doesn't cast Revelation. And then take care of the other ads while avoiding those AoEs, okay? We have this wind thingy. So we'll keep this in mind later. We have these markers now. Again, these are gonna do cone AoEs down that way. And there we go. So only those two people got hit. Okay. Okay. See, he is slamming onto the ground right now, and it's like pushing people. You want to gather around this stack marker here and get pushed into the air and go down. If you don't get pushed into the air, you just get swiped on the ground and then you immediately die. I'll go do an unsynced run of this after I finish recording this to see what that Revelation thing does. All I know is you can wipe from it, but I'll take a look at what actually happens. I'll put it in the description area. Okay, that move, see when he's like charging up, you would think that you stack for it, but for this particular fight, you want to spread apart and not stand too close to people. Or else you get hit multiple. You kept running near people. Okay, so during this, just stay away from other people in case they get hit, or in case you get hit multiple. Yeah. Okay. With these hand things, you can't really do anything with them. They slam down. Okay. During the extreme, there's probably some mechanic with the different colors and stuff, but for here, just healers need to keep people healed up. Towers need to be soaked, so at least get a few people in those areas. Okay, blue thingy, so stand near the thing to get knocked back in a certain direction. Try to move away from these AoEs, but don't run into the blue thing. And don't run too far that you get knocked off the stage. Okay, we had a few people die there. Let's see who died. MS AC. Oh, someone got like 4 Vuln stacks. Okay, MS, where are you? This person, they died. Where were they standing? Oh, they didn't even move. They were just straight up standing there. Okay. Okay. I think AC also was just standing there. And they got 6 Vuln stacks all of a sudden. Okay, this is 4 here for this one. But look at the damage they've taken. They end up straight up dying. Okay, okay. Yeah, you have a bunch of people here. I think they must have been here. And they got knocked back. And then 2 of them are dead. Okay, AC. Yeah, okay, AC is right there too. And yeah, they didn't move. Okay, so they got hit with the AoEs. And they got knocked back while the AoE was happening. So, more knockback things. AoEs, get out of the way. Towers, gotta soak those. I tried to run to the other, didn't work out. Okay, these things just get away from people. Yeah. Oh yeah, it is actually called Earthshaker. So trying to go the other one to split up the damage, but yeah. Let's see if I can see how it's like a really huge cone. Earthshakers. Okay, this thingy. So I was like, wait, is this the one where we get together? No, it was the one we get away from each other. Okay, and you also want to avoid those AoEs. Okay. Position yourself to get knocked backwards. Sure. Position again. Earthshakers, get away from the people who have that. Oh, I got hit with it. Okay, he's gonna blow us backwards. Yeah, I was getting confused between the 2 of them. Looks like some people got knocked off the stage. Yeah. See, so this one, when he sinks his head down, that means he's gonna blow the air this way and you get knocked back. When his like chest is glowing, that's the one where you want to spread apart so then it doesn't hit you multiple times with stuff. And I think, yeah, some people are also not able to figure out that tell, and so they're here, I'm here, tank is here. Oh, there's one person back here. They were raising. Okay, so I run up a little bit more, and as I get knocked back. Okay, yeah. So this person. RD, HY. They ended up being a little too far back. So when they get pushed off the stage. This other person, NN, happened to just be okay. They didn't end up getting knocked off the stage from this move. But this person was just a little bit too far. And so they did end up getting pushed off the stage. I also ran up closer, so... Yeah. Okay, so you can see kind of the situation we're in, right? It's very close, but we keep going. So add phase. I'm trying to take care of this storm of words first. I didn't really know exactly what this casting was. I just knew that if this thing didn't go down, we wouldn't have the win whatever thingy to avoid the other thing, and so I wanted to prioritize that. Okay, and also avoid those other AoEs. Okay. Earthshakers just spread apart. I'm just hanging out here because I'm like, I don't want to move. I don't want to die for whatever things. And so I stay in there. However, when he hits the thing, I did get pushed out. So you just gotta keep running back into the space. So remember, get pushed into the air or else you die. And then you go try to finish him off. This one is the one where you spread. When the middle blue thing is glowing, that's the spread one. Spread apart. Yeah. Okay, so at this point I knew that this thing, I had seen this already, so I was like, this thing is just gonna hit us with damage. There's nothing I can really do about this. And then I was like, oh yeah, the towers go off, so I'll just stand right in the middle of it. You know, we have no healers. We have no healers. The Dark Knight can't heal us because Dark Knights can't heal party members. At least not at this stage. I'm not sure if they have their one thing, but yeah. So I was like, I'm gonna park it right here. The towers are gonna come up, and I'm gonna use the limit break, and hopefully I survive enough to get this out, and then we take one tower thing. I just barely survived to get the limit break out. Okay. Okay. And then I do the blast, and then he slams down for the tower thing, which I got hit with, but I ended up getting hit with the other tower thing because no one was standing in it, and so I got a vuln stack from that. Also, this person got a vuln stack. So if somebody had been standing over here from that tower thing, I probably would have survived. I mean, it's fine, you know, we had a whole situation. But yeah, I definitely was just over here to... Yeah, see, we didn't have anyone. But then the tank did try to go over there. But we didn't make it. And so I ended up getting hit for that last one, okay? And so at this point, it's up to the tank to finish the fight for us. They're dodging the blue thingies, positioning themselves well. It was very exciting. I think this is a very extreme kind of situation. It's not an extreme fight. That's not what I'm saying. It is a difficult fight though, because not a lot of people run this. It's an optional dungeon, and there are mechanics that sometimes like are just not explained to you. And so I would say in this run, oh here, we'll watch the cutscene over here. In this first run where I was tanking, like, most people knew what to do, and so we didn't have that many deaths. But in the second run that I did, where I was machinist, like, a lot of people weren't really sure what they were doing. And so I would say if you're running this through Duty Finder, it would be somewhere in between that. Just most people don't run this, it doesn't come up very often. And yeah. So I usually don't get a very clean run, and I usually don't get... But I don't get, like, wipes as much. People usually know. At least a little bit. But yeah. Okay. I will write a note to myself to figure out what that revelation does, and I'll post it in the description area in case you want to know. Yeah. Hope that was helpful. Goodbye.